Aquarius, welcome. This will be your reading from now, whenever you find it, until the end of April 2023. Well, you're not getting all those cards. I don't care what you say. Greedy. I hope you're well from wherever it is that you're beaming in from. Aries season is kind of nice energy. Any of the fire signs, when the sun is in them, is nice for Aquarius. So that's a sextile angle. So it's nice, supportive energy. Not saying that you can't just have a day turn to absolute and utter crap, but hopefully for the most part that this energy is supportive. Aquarius, I'm just going to see what energies want to shoot across the table for us, and then we'll dive right in. I've been shuffling for some time, meditating on your energy. I've got many planets in Aquarius too, so I feel you. So we're just looking for some jumpers or flippers. I'll take those too, thank you. Aquarius, from now until the end of April, please, 2023 for Aquarius. What do they need to know? Their best and highest good. Aquarius, for the collective. Oh, I will take those three as well. Perfect. So we've got 5 cards here that wanted to flip over. Nice colour selection. I'll flip over the camera and show you, and then I'll come back up for you. First card that we got is the Queen of Wands. It's fire energy, probably letting us really ratifying the fact that we're in Aries season. The next card is the Hermit. Then we've got the 9 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. It's looking a little bit wobbly, to be honest, Aquarius, and we will explore this a little bit differently, and we'll see what intuitive downloads I get while I'm describing the cards as they've come out for the collective. So Aquarius, first card, as I said, Queen of Wands. I like this card, fire energy. The intuitive cat here, the black cat. People used to be afraid of the black cats, but of course they're very strong sign of our innate intuitive energy and our skill set therein. So I guess this is giving me the guidance to tell you to trust your gut instinct at this time. Defend your heart well. This queen certainly has the flag there. I mean, she's showing her heart, but she certainly, if you look at her face there, I hope you can see she's very formidable queen. She's got a heart here on a breastplate and a little bit lower on her Manipura chakra. So her power comes from her ability to love, but to also protect her heart space. So she's not somebody that you sort of mess around with. And I guess what I'm needing to and being drawn to speak to Aquarius with this card is that intuitively you know when there are people, places and things that are not resonating with you and that you need to protect yourself from. And that doesn't mean physically defend, but it might, okay? But certainly in terms of your energy exchange, and Aquarius is the sign of the humanitarian, and being a water bearer but an air sign, we carry the water, all the emotions for the collective. So it can be very easy for Aquarians to become overwhelmed with people, places and things if they're not vibrating at a high level. And when I'm saying high, I'm not talking about being high. I'm talking about, you know, let's just point in question. I'll give you one example. Say it is that you work in an environment that is filled with toxic masculinity. Maybe it is that you work on a construction site, and everything as by virtue of working with a bunch of other males is very much negative to the, say for instance, to the divine feminine. You go to the toilet room, there's pornography on the walls. Every lunch break people are making derogatory jokes about their girlfriends, wives and lovers, and you're the father of a new born set of twin girls, and you're thinking to yourself, what hope is there for my, these perfectly brand new creatures here? This is, and it might be, and certainly we're not always in a a financial state to be able to go, well, pull a fuck this shit o'clock and walk out of a workplace that is toxic. But what this is, and this is a pretty extreme example, but what this card is telling us to do in a situation like that is to protect our heart. So get up and walk away. Don't buy into it. Don't engage with it. Probably don't start a fight about it, because that's just probably going to end up not good ongoing in that workplace for you. But certainly protect your heart. Yeah, don't engage with it. Don't some things that they're happening and we can't change them, but by removing ourselves from that, the less effect that they can have on us. So any means possible to protect yourself, please do that. And that was a pretty extreme example, but I hope you get the message, Aquarius. I'm trying to encourage you to enable yourself. The next card that we've got is the Hermit. Virgo energy. Normally there's a crotchety little man holding this lantern out, and I do like the lantern because the lantern has the star, which is the card for Aquarius inside the lantern. Yeah, so this Virgo energy uses the light that Aquarius is for the collective to light the way, to show others the way. So understand that by virtue of being born under the sign that we are, it's all part of our karma. Yeah, we don't randomly have these placements. This is all part of what and why we are here. So it could be at this time that you are very important to a Virgo in your environment, and it might be work, family, lover, in any way, and it might not be that you even are aware of who this Virgo is, but it is just that you are the information that you're giving is very, very important to somebody with dominant placements in Virgo. So it might just be that you give somebody directions, somebody asks you for directions, or you help somebody change their tire in the street, or something. Any of these, infinite possibilities could occur, but you are very important to a Virgo at this time. Also, this is a card of retreat and restoration. With the next card being the Nine of Swords, it does look like potentially when it is that you have been relaxing recently, that has just led you into a world of overthinking. This is communication to the point of ridiculous. This rabbit's lying awake in bed with all of these swords just hanging above their head. You kind of can't sleep well in that moment. Even if you're getting enough sleep, you're not really getting enough sleep, because maybe sometimes, and I remember saying to people sometimes over the years that, wow, I wish I could go back and have another night's sleep, because my dreams were so intense that I woke up and feel more exhausted from all of the running around and bits and bobs that I was doing in the dreamscape, that I don't feel physically rested. Yeah, like I was very much involved. It felt physically in the dream realm. That certainly could be happening at this time. It could also be that you are communicating with other people about dreams. The Hermit certainly is a wise person, somebody that can impart knowledge. They go away after they've imparted knowledge, or they go away to learn and bring back knowledge to light the way for others. So it might be that you're discussing other people's dreams with them. It might be that you have children who are experiencing night terrors. Again, I'm being drawn to young children, Aquarius. So, I'm sending my love and blessings to everybody's children. I know that it's been a very hard time collectively with all the mask wearing and the restrictions and all of these things. So I am sending out just global heart beaming love to to the whole collective, not just to the Aquarian collective, but especially the children, because a lot of this stuff I can barely understand it, so children certainly cannot. They go from looking at faces, smiling at them, to just seeing kind of dead eyes. Anyway, I digress. Aquarius, it could be with this Nine of Swords there that it is not you, that it is somebody else in your environment that's experiencing either some trouble sleeping, or, as I said, some worries and issues. And it might be that you can just discuss with them ways to assist them to get to sleep. It just seems to me that like sleep is very, very important at this time. But there's a lot of communicative downloads. It might be that you're getting communicative downloads in your sleep, like dreams. You might be having synchronistic dreams or premonitionary dreams. Write them down. There's absolutely no harm in that. It doesn't make them then come true if you write them down. It just helps the mind to go, well, I don't need to hold on to that any longer. It's been written down and I can relax about it. It certainly keeps the energy in flow and then frees you up for all of the other stuff that we have to take care of during our daily lives here on this physical realm. The next card that we've got is the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is a card of pleasure. I like to think that inside these cups there's pudding, just because I'm quite partial to, like a sticky date pudding or a chocolate self-saucing pudding or some sort of caramelly thing, or at least a chocolate mousse with some whipped cream on top, but they might just be ice cream sodas. I've got absolutely no idea. But the Six of Cups is certainly a cup. Was six of them. It's a card of pleasant experiences, either real and happening now, or just reminiscing about delicious things that have happened in the past. This is open sharing of loving feelings, and I mentioned in the previous reading that the Two of Cups, similar to this, is where that feeling of just agape love, where your name is safe in the other person's mouth. Yeah, there's nothing that they would ever do that would would harm. I feel like I want to say, because these two are looking into each other's eyes, that there might be a Leo that's important to you at this time. And of course, being opposite signs, but there is something certainly delicious between the Aquarius and Leo polarity. I feel like, and I'm not just saying that because I'm an Aquarius and, I feel this very strongly personally, but there is something, especially with Pluto now moved into Aquarius, this Aquarius being for the collective and for the future, and we're in the age of Aquarius and so on and so forth, but that polarity between having Aquarius focused on the humanitarian collective and using the strength of being able to see directly into Leo's eyes and heart and soul and connect in that way, to be able to bring that energy up and say, well, actually, I have to stand tall and speak and be forthright and speak my truth to be able to help the collective, instead of just going, oh no, I'll just put my head down and just keep sweeping the floor because that's better for everybody. We do have to actually channel the polarity sign, the Leo sign, which is very much the celebrity, to be able to help the whole. And and this is partly why I spend time and effort and energy giving these readings on YouTube, to be able to help the collective. If I can help in any way, shape or form to help raise the vibration, that's indeed what I'm here to do. Again, this could be somebody from your past that comes back to say good day. It could be that there's a school reunion. You get a text message from somebody from the past. I do like here that there is a flying blue elephant, which it does talk a lot about communication. These purple flowers, it's very high-minded conversation. There's nothing here that, again, like I said, it's one of these friendships where it doesn't matter the amount of one of these connections. It doesn't matter how much water has passed beneath the bridge or how much time has. It's just like putting on a comfortable glove, or you just basically fall back into these delicious discussions. It's perfect and in plenty with the number 6, which of course resonates to the Lovers card. So lots of yummy feelings there. Potentially a decision. Maybe you have to give up something that you'd normally like to do to be able to connect with this person from your past, but always go with the things that that will mean the most in the long term, in terms of what will you regret? Will at 95, will you regret not doing that shift at work, or will you regret not taking the night off work and driving an hour to see a friend that you can have a fantastic time with? I sure know what the answer to that is. Don't live in this state, the Three of Swords, where you say no to something and then just beat yourself up infinitely, stab your own heart. It's a lot of swords here. We probably only really needed one to cut up this delicious heart-shaped cake. I don't like the look of the sky here, although it is very communicatively coloured sky, being the blue hues. I don't like the sky. Again, we don't know if it's about to be night or morning. I'm being drawn to is it Florence and the Machine who had that the line in one of their songs saying it's always darkest before the dawn. So it could be that again with these worrying thoughts and potentially overwhelming dreams, that if you haven't been writing them down, or you're not bouncing them off somebody, that you feel this weight is far too heavy in your physical body, and are not able to sort of actively clear it out. I'm being led to tell you to earth yourself. So I don't know where it is that you're watching this from. If you're able to take a walk without shoes on the earth, not on the cement, of course, but I'm being led to look at the colours of the earth here. Get your feet dirty. I feel like will heal your heart from any past emotional hurts. I'm being led to tell you that basically whatever it is that you're saying is hurting your heart is only continuing to do that because you're doing it to yourself. It's not actually somebody actively doing harm unto you. I've already let you know to protect yourself. None of it is directed necessarily directly at you. It's maybe something triggers you, and then you ruminate on that. What I'm being led to tell you is that you need to earth that out. Also communicate with another air sign. The Queen of Swords has just jumped out. I'd like some advice, please, for Aquarius. I wanted those two cards, but if they, we'll never know if they'll pop out again. Some advice for Aquarius until the end of April, please. So many cards flipped over. Looks like you're looking out into the distance for something to happen. So it could be that you're already aware of this Six of Cups moment. Maybe somebody is coming to visit you. I like that. Or invite them. If you miss somebody, invite them. Wheel of Fortune. Perfect. And again, Wheel of Fortune. Everything keeps turning. So basically, I'm being led to tell you with the Queen of Swords, which is you standing in your power, that anything that you feel that you can't miss out on, basically what I was saying before about, missing out on a day of work to catch up with somebody that you haven't seen in eons, which one is going to fill your bucket? Yeah, like you'll miss out on a day's wages or whatever the case may be. But, in the long run of how many days we have to work in our lifetimes and the amount of money you can just save it somewhere else, have a cheese sandwich instead of a steak or something. I don't know. The Wheel of Fortune is major arcana. So there is something major that's going to be happening, and it comes from you standing in your power. So again, like the Queen of Wands, don't be messing around with your heart space. Protect your heart space. We need you, Aquarius. You're very important to the whole collective. If you're thinking that you're not, you're so off track. Write to me in the comments, and I'll speak to you directly. Don't think that you're not infinitely and utterly needed here. But there is something major happening here. The Wheel of Fortune is something is about to turn, and it's about to turn very much in the Aquarius collective. It may be that I'm called to do another reading, at sometime this week, and you'll certainly see it if you subscribe. I just feel like with this Pluto moving into Aquarius, it's going to sort of shake a few things down, and And I guess the advice here is to stand in your power and to communicate from a place of safety, from physical safety. So make sure that you're not sort of getting yourself into precarious situations. Be aware of situations where people might act in ways that might put you in physical danger. And I'm not saying that that any of this is going to happen, but just there's a lot of red in this card, which is the base chakra, which is physical safety, safety of the physical body, and this needs to be protected. Again, I'm being led to infinitely remind you that you're needed, you're necessary, you are loved, and you're certainly loved by Mufflecat. But yeah, there is something big and major that's coming, and it does come. It does resonate. It does have to do with you standing in your power and being safe, not in a pandemic way. I think I'll do a second reading in a couple of days. We'll see how this energy just settles down. I hope something in here resonated with you. I've got to find another word for resonate. Gelled, vibed. But Aquarius, from me to you until next time, much love, blessings, sparkles, and sprinkles.